What is going on, y'all? It is Newest, and welcome back to yet another Newest production. If you guys did not see the last video, let me recap for you. Glitch. Pretty cool, am I right? Anyways, let's move on to the main point of this video. We're doing an aura tier list today. Yeah, I figured that it hasn't really ever been done before, so it would be really fun to, rank the auras and see what you guys had to think about my rankings in the comments. So I think ranking them will be pretty fun, and I really want to see what you guys think about my rankings and what you guys would change around. And before I get into that, I'd like to ask you guys, if you guys have been enjoying my videos recently, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, doing whatever you can to help me out. I've been putting hours and hours into editing my videos recently. I don't know if you guys do this, but I do all the thumbnail work and editing myself. I put a lot of effort into giving you guys videos. So without further ado, let's get into it, baby. Oh, well, I guess it's kind of an easy start. The first few are just really, really basic. There's really nowhere else to put these besides F. I'll give Gilded a D. It's just as bad as the other ones, but you do craft Heavenlies with it, and that makes it a little better. All these are just F. Like, they're not that cool. Flushed, Flushed, I'll give it a D. At its number, it's like the first unique aura. Nautilus, a little better than F tier, but it's still pretty bad. Like, if any aura needs a rework, it's Nautilus. Comet, I'll give Comet a D2. Back in the day, rolling comets was a pain in the ass, and I hated it, so I'm gonna put that in D. I'll just put Lunar and Solar in F. These are also mid. Like, there's nothing really crazy with these. Eclipse, I'll put it in D. It is slightly better. That's the one thing Solar and Lunar can craft. That's kind of cool. It's the only craftable aura. They honestly need to add more craftable auras in the game. What do you guys think? Should they add more craftable auras or no? Diaboli Void. I'd say it's slightly better than Diaboli, but it's still an F tier. Like, it's really basic, especially for 100k. It does not have that much going on with it. So for that reason, I'll put that in D. Flush Lobotomy, I'm gonna put this in C because it's like a meme. It's funny, it's unique, it's like flushed but a little better. So I'll put it in C. First C tier aura. It's not the worst, it's not the best by any means. Undead, I think I'll also give this a C. Pretty decent looking, especially for its time, and although it does have history of being genuinely annoying to roll, see, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll give it a C. Aquatic, I'll give it a C. Top of C. It is pretty good for its time, and you can't go wrong with it regardless. All right, Exotic. Exotic is low-key kind of like, it's good. I'll give it the top of C again. It's better than Aquatic, but it's not like crazy by any means. Because Exotic is cool. Like, you can craft Heavenly 2s with it, but it's also mid as hell, but it's got a banger soundtrack. So I'll give it a C. It is good, but it's not that special. All right, next is Starlight. All right, I'm giving it a B. It's only a 1 in 5,000. Well, 50,000 if you don't count in Starfall, but 1 in 5,000. This aura is really clean, especially for its rarity. It's really nice to look at. And although it's really simple, I like the pose, I like the particles, I just like the VFX in general. Like, it looks good. So I give it a B. If you disagree with me in the comments, feel free. But I think Starlight's actually really clean. All right, Undefined. This is gonna go in bottom of C. I like the pose. I like the concept, but it's just mid. Is there anybody here who enjoys rolling an Undefined at 1 in a million odds? There's nobody. No one's raising their hand. Nobody fucking likes Undefined, especially for Breakthrough. Like, it's just so annoying. So that reason, bottom of C. Undead Devil. Also a C tier. It's a classic. It was classic for its time. It is cool, but it is not the best. Not even close. Jade. I think for 125,000, Jade is actually a pretty good aura. So I'll give it a bottom of B. Music is nice on it. The particles are nice on it. The pose is nice on it. So I'm down to give it a B. Bounded is good. I'll give it a B. Top of B. For 200k, not only is Bounded a classic, it's also just overall a really, really nice aura to look at, especially for 200,000. That in mind, I'll give it a B. We got Celestial. This is pretty much on the same tier as Bounded. It is a cool aura, especially when you roll it for your first time. Rolling these for Blossom was a pain in the ass. It is still a cool aura nonetheless. And you use it for Heavenlies, which bumps them up a little bit too. So I'll put it in B for now. Galaxy. I'm going to give Galaxy A tier. Galaxy is so nice to look at. Really, really good aura, especially for how low rarity it is. It looks great. It's not the coolest aura by any means, but I'm comfortable giving this the first A. It's really nice to look at, and it's really classic. Twilight, I guess bottom of B. I think it's personally overrated. I genuinely hate rolling Twilight. Like, it just isn't that great to me. Twilight's just there for me. Like, sometimes I just forget it exists. And for that reason, it's going to go on the bottom of B tier. Coyote White, this is going to be biased as fuck, but fuck Coyote White. It's going at the bottom of F. I hate this fucking aura. It is 1 in 800,000 for what? Who in their right mind thinks that gravitational is worse than Coyote White? Coyote White is literally just a copy and paste grav, but with a different pose and worse music. Why does it exist? And why is it so high rarity? I mean, you pop Heavenly 2s, and Sure, when you pop a Heavenly 2, you at least get the Celestials to craft more Heavenly 2s, but if you get a Coyote White, what are you gonna do? All you gotta do is just fucking delete it, because there's nothing else to do with it. It fucking sucks. Let's go in an F. I don't care what anybody thinks, it is going in F, because it fucking belongs there. Arcane. Arcane's going in A tier. Actually, I lied. Arcane's going in B tier. Bottom of, actually, yes, it's better than Celestial. It's going at the top of B tier. It is a classic, especially for its teleporting ability. It is useful, but then again, it's been around forever. Everyone and their mom has Arcane. Like, it's cool. It's a cool aura. Don't get me wrong. But there's mutations that look way better, and it feels like they're milking Arcane at this point. It's just not that cool anymore. So I'll give it a B for now, but it's not crazy. Star Scourge, I'll put this one above Arcane. Is it the coolest aura in the world? No. Is it good looking and does it have nice music? Yes. But for that reason, I'm putting it in B. Magnetic Reverse Polarity. This is going in F. This shit's ass. How does Sols RNG sit in their dev room or in their voice calls and be like, yeah, we need more millions, but instead of making them cool and good designs, we need to make no pose and no good music. Like, and then we need to make it 1 million for some reason. Why? Why in their right mind would they make a 1 million aura with no music or pose? It makes no sense. So for that reason, it's also going at F. All right, next, Gravitational. I like Gravitational. It's not better. It's not better than a B tier though. I'll put it behind Bounded. It is what Coyote White aspires to be. I like the pose. I like the VFX. I like the star that goes around your head. It's not better than Galaxy, I'm afraid. So I'll put it in B for now. Unbound. This might get a lot of hate. I don't know who likes Unbound, but I'm putting this in C tier. I always thought Unbound was just kind of weird looking. I don't like how the character pose looks, and I don't like how the character just like spazzes out midair. I'm gonna put it in C for now. I mean, the colors are cool, but like, it's just mid. I hate to say it, it's just mid. Hey, Sailor. Sailor is great looking. I love Sailor. Actually, I'm gonna put it above Galaxy. I think it deserves above Galaxy. Sailor is cool. I love the low FPS like character animation and the boat animation, and the boat model is awesome looking. I like the rain that comes down. It's just such a detailed, cool looking aura, especially for a 10 million. It's so cool, and I think it deserves A tier for that reason. We got Poseidon and Hades. Poseidon is low-key mid as fuck. I'm putting it to the top of C. It's better than Exotic, but it's not that good. Like, all you're doing is just holding a trident in a weird pose with some water particles. Like, it's not that cool. And Hades, I think this is next to Star Scourge. Hades is really nice. It's nice looking. I love the sigil that goes on the back. It doesn't have an ability. I think I'm comfortable putting it towards the top of B tier. Hypervolt. This is going in A tier easily. Hypervolt, I'm gonna put this above Galaxy too. Hypervolt is super cool. I love how when you sit over a platform, the beams like come down and like go down for however long like the gap under you is. It makes it so cool. It's such a unique concept. I love that. And the fact that Hypervolt has been in the game for so long. All right, Legacy. This is literally just reskinned Arcane with a sigil on the back. This is going in C tier. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but like it's worse than Arcane, but it's 15 times rarer. What's the point? It's just, who cares about Arcane Legacy? Nobody does. All right, Chromatic. This is A tier. It's better than Hypervolt. I don't think it's better than Sailor. Chromatic is really nice. It's got a nice theme. It's super unique, and there's not really many other auras like Chromatic, and I think it does a really good job at being like a synthesizer, wavy music type aura. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in A. Arcane Dark, I'm going to put it in B tier with Arcane, but it is better than Arcane. As much as I don't think Arcane Dark deserves 1 in 30 million, it's still really cool looking, and it does the same thing that Arcane does, so I'm going to put it in the top of B for now. All right, next, Ethereal. Ethereal is really good. For 35 million, it's basically a mini Impeached. It looks crazy. Is it better than Galaxy, Hypervolt, Chromatic? No, I don't think so. It's cool when you get it for the first time, if you don't have that many rare auras. But in hindsight, there's a lot of auras that are better than it. All right, Apex. I low-key slept on Apex. I actually think Apex is pretty good. I used to think the music sucked because it was too loud. But honestly, above Chromatic, but not above Sailor. Exotic Apex is great. It's another aura just like Hypervolt that stood the test of time. People are still using it to this day. You know, it's next to Matrix as one of the first big polls that somebody will find. So I'm gonna put it in A. Genesis. I'm putting Genesis above Ethereal, but I'm putting it as a low A. Genesis is cool. Do not get me wrong. It was my first global. My problem with Genesis is the fact that it replaced arguably one of the best globals, which is a Chromatic Exotic. I know why it got removed. It was over controversy, but regardless, I still think Genesis, it is cool, but we could have had Exotic, and that's kind of unforgivable in my opinion. So I'll give Genesis A. All right, Abyssal Hunter. I personally love Abyssal Hunter. I know a lot of people who don't like Abyssal Hunter, and I don't understand it. I think Abyssal Hunter is great. I'm going to put it above Sailor in the A tier. Not only does Abyssal Hunter have multiple transformations, it also has phenomenal music from Terraria Calamity, and it just looks great. The theme is great. You know, it has fishes, it has bubbles. Overall, the theming, in my opinion, is just so great. And as one of the first 100 millions ever to come out, for that reason, I think it's going in A tier. Impeached. I also love Impeached. I think it's a little worse than Abyssal Hunter. Impeached is awesome. I love Impeached. It also has great music from Terraria Calamity. And the ability is so sick. But I think the one thing that Abyssal has over Impeached is that shifter form that allows you to run faster. That is really useful, especially if you don't have a merchant teleporter and you need to get to a merchant fast. And so for that reason, Impeached is getting an A tier under Abyssal Hunter. Archangel, I feel like I have to give Archangel a high B. Archangel has grown on me since I rolled it, but overall, I've always kind of been an Arch hater. It's cool, don't get me wrong. The ability is cool. But my problem with it is that it's too messy. You know, on low graphics, the sigil like flickers in and out. You know, the particles around the Archangel just look messy, and I think it really, really needs a rework. It could be higher if it gets a rework. As it stands, Arch is a high B. It's not better than Impeached or Abyssal. It needs to just get a B for now. Lightning, this is overrated as shit just because it's rare. People only like this aura because it's rare. I think it became unobtainable after Era 2. I could be wrong. I mean, I started in Era 2, so I don't remember, and I don't have it. In general, I think Lightning's mid. Actually, no, D's too low. I'll put it next to Stormal. It's better than Stormal, but it's not that high, though. Chromatic Exotic. This is our first S tier aura. Made it because, holy shit, the music is a banger. Cheat reel, oh my god. It is perfect. There's nothing you can do to change it. Chromatic Exotic is so good. And for that reason, it is going S tier. All right, Divinous Love. This is ass. As someone who played Valentine's Event, this is awful. This is going in D tier. This is terrible. Flush Hard Eye. I feel comfortable putting this next to regular Flush because it's basically the same fucking thing, just a different color. So I'll put it above Flush just for being a little bit rarer, but like regardless, it's still not that cool. All right, Celestial Cupid. I think this is a cool aura. I put it next to Celestial. A little better though. It is basically Celestial, so I'm not gonna put it too far up, but I think Celestial Cupid is really nice. It is unique. For that reason, I'm comfortable putting it in B next to Celestial. Blossom's Peak. I'm putting it in, I'll put it at the bottom of A because it's like, it's not better looking than any of these, but it's such a calming, nice aura to look at. I heard it was going to get reworked in Eon 1, but I'm not sure. So for that reason, I'm comfortable putting it in A tier. Defined. I think Defined's better than Undefined because it's April Fool's. It's funny. It gets the job done. And just for an April Fool's aura, I think it's funny. It's the only April Fool's aura I actually own. So I'll put it in the bottom of B, but it's nothing crazy. Chromatic. This is a funny aura. I really like Chromatic. I lost the 50-50 on this in April Fool's, which I'm kind of salty about, but it is an awesome aura. I love it. I'll put it at the top of B. The classic Chromatic is just, it's so funny. It's just a great aura. Iron Peach. It has rarity. I'll give it that. Not that many owners. But this aura is fucking terrible. It's the worst aura in the game. Yeah, it has the Peach music. Yeah, it has a funny ability where a peach drops down on people. I don't care. This is one of the worst, least appeasing auras to look at. I don't care if it's April Fool's. I do not care. This is awful. This is awful. The only thing that this aura has going for it is rarity. It looks like a piece of shit. And I know it's supposed to look like a piece of shit, but I don't care. This is going in F tier. Is this Soul? I'll put it at the bottom of B. It's really nice looking, but obviously it's unobtainable. Nobody can actually use it. But it is a really nice looking aura, especially from what I've seen. And it is a classic, so I'll put it in B for now. Oh, Layers? Oh, here's Layers. Layers Peak. It's going to S tier. I'm super biased for Layers. It doesn't even exist anymore, but holy shit, Layers is the best. It has banger music, banger text. Just go look on YouTube, Layers Sols RNG. It's so good. I love it. I wish it released because if it released, I would be grinding for it every single day. I have such a soft spot for it, so it's going in S tier. Abomination is cool. Do I think it's that cool? Not really. It's just kind of like a glorified Impeached that looks a little worse. I'll put it like the bottom of A under Blossom, but it's not that cool looking. Glock is a clean. I don't have a Glock myself because I genuinely just don't have enough inventory space for it. I'd rather carry rare auras than shit. Put it at the bottom of B. It's a clean aura. No, I'm just gonna put all these in F. Like, these are just shit. Okay, actually, no, I'll give Quartz a D. It's not terrible, but you know, Corrosive, nobody cares. League is cool because you can like cover yourself. If you're a popular YouTuber and you don't want somebody to see you, you can put yourself in, you can hide yourself, and I think that's pretty cool. But other than that, I'll give League a C for that reason. Astral, Vermilion is pretty good. I'll give it a C. It's better than Poseidon, but it's not much better than anything else here. Aquatic Flame. Oh, dude, the rework made this thing super good. It looks great now. I think it's comfortable in a B tier right there. Solar Solstice. This shit's ass. I'll put it in D. It's awful. It was just made to compensate lunar full moon, which is also ass. Matrix. I am a huge Matrix fan. I would have put this in S tier, but the rework made it kind of worse. I put it above Sailor. The old Matrix just looked so good. I mean, if you guys don't know what old Matrix looks like, here's a quick video of it panning. The new one just looks so ass, and I can't believe what they did to it, and I really wish they made like a Matrix Legacy or something, but... Alright, Bloodlust. A bit overrated in my opinion. It's not that cool. It's definitely better than Archangel. I don't think it's better than Chromatic. I'll put it at high B. No ability for some reason, even though it has a fucking scythe. I feel like that should be like a given. As far as like a high standing aura, it's not better than Impeached or Abyssal. So for that reason, I'll give it a B. Overture base is a D tier. It's ass. I mean, history exists, so why the fuck does Overture base exist? They're both basically the same rarity. So Overture base is ass. It shouldn't exist. It should be deleted. History, I really like History. I think I'm going to put it at the bottom of A tier. I really love the color. Green is my favorite color personally, and I think History was done really well. The way it flashes white, I love it. It has a rework that's coming with the title Architect of Eternity. Oh my god. So for that reason, bottom of A tier, but it could be better. All right, Oppression. Current Oppression is terrible. I'm low-key. Current Oppression is ass. Even the creator Super admitted that Oppression is just a particle spam mess. Super has reworked the aura where it wasn't particle spam, but for some reason Sols RNG just hasn't released the rework yet, so it's super overrated, and all it has going for it is rarity, so I have to give it a B. Gargantua. There's so many good Gargantua reworks that are available right now, and Garg now, looking at it, it's just like so fucking lame compared to all the reworks. So I'll put it above Bloodlust, but not above Chromatic. It's great. It's not hitting that mark anymore, especially with the reworks. So for that reason, I'll give it a B. Virtual. New Virtual is great. I think New Virtual belongs at like the bottom of B tier. Old Virtual would have been like a D tier, but New Virtual is like a B tier. I think it finally made Virtual have some character, and for that reason, I'll put it in a B tier. Celestial Divine. I need Celestials for Heavenly 2 potions. Why the fuck is it mutating my Celestials when I don't need the Celestials to be mutated? Stop mutating into Divines. I've rolled like 10 of these, and they're so annoying to get. They're so annoying to get. So I'm putting them at the bottom of C. Is it that bad looks-wise? No, but I just hate them. Glitch? Oh, Glitch is going to S. Glitch is an S tier aura, easily. Glitch is old Glitch was horrible, and now it's just so good. I mean, for those of you who didn't know, I rolled Glitch last video, and oh my god, Glitch's peak. It is so good. All the music is a banger, the looks a banger. It even looks good on low graphics, and that is impressive because there's a lot of auras that fall apart on low graphics, and for that reason, I'm giving Glitch an S, easy S. All right, Hurricane. Really unique aura. I don't know why it's a normal mutation, but I do really like it. It is nice looking, visually nice to look at. It's got nice calming music. I'll put it above Arcane Dark, but not above Archangel. Like I said, it is cool to look at, but I have like too many of these in my inventory. The new Iridescent Memory. So I like Iridescent Memory. I think it makes Twilight go from like a shit aura to an actual good aura. So I'll give it a B. The Iridescent Memory is just such a clean aura. It's so nice. The debris is great. The music is nice, and overall, I think it's deserving of the rarity, and it really makes Twilight actually shine. Symphony, oh, I love Symphony. I think Symphony is really slept on, so I'll give it an A tier. The music is great. I love the violin. It's just such a clean, for 175 million, it is just so nice to look at, and it's just overall, it just looks phenomenal. Sovereign. Sovereign is like, I have Sovereign, and it low-key grew on me, because old Sovereign was genuinely awful. It was so bad. I saw it in game. I'll show you a picture here, and I was hating on him because I'm just a hater at heart, I guess. Sovereign is great. It could be better, though. There's a lot of bugs with it right now. It's good, but I'll have to put it under Impeached and Abyssal because there's a lot of issues with it right now that prevent it from being peak. All right, Zeus. Zeus is nice. I'll put it above Arcane, but not above Aquatic Flame. Mostly because Aquatic Flame just looks better. Zeus is great, don't get me wrong, and I love the ability, but the ability is hard to aim at people if you're actually doing PvP. I think it's definitely above average in its field, so I'll put it in a B. New Dutchman. Looks great, but it's also kind of messy. I'll put it above Oppression in B, but it looks kind of messy. Like, Some of the sludge, I don't really like how it looked, and it's just like, on max graphics it looks fine, but on low graphics it looks kind of weird. Like, apparently there's problems with the model, so overall I'm gonna have to put it in B. Ruins. Ruins is a C tier. It is mid. And the only reason why I say it's mid is because, yeah, it's cool, but it's a 500 million, yet it has almost no detail. There's barely any particles. For a 500 million, it needs more. It really needs more. It could be so much better. There's really good reworks for it out there. But as it stands, it is a mid. So I have to give it a top C. Shard Surfer. I think this is also a mid global. It's not better than Ruins, though. You know, it's a limited, which makes it a little rarer. But then again, it's just mid. It's not memorable at all. So there's not really anywhere else for me to put it. Next, we have Oblivion. Oblivion's peak. I think Oblivion looks great, but it's not quite peak. I'll put it under layers, but it is S tier, easily. Rolling It has its own cutscene. The ability one-shots people. You can call down an NPC that you can talk to. It's sick. There's so many things about this aura that are so cool. I really wish I could roll it, but there's no way I'm going to. Matter of fact, I'll put it above exotic. I'll have to put exotic at the bottom of S, and I'll put layers there, Oblivion, then glitch. I think glitch looks better than Oblivion personally, but Oblivion as an aura is really good. Memory is also great. It's definitely better than Abyssal and Impeached, but it's not that good. Watermelon, I don't care if this is a meme. I don't care. Watermelon sucks. This is a bad aura. All right, Starfish Rider. It's just another crappy limited. I have to give this like top of D tier. Star Rider, it's just Starfish Rider, but not limited. I'm just gonna put this a one lower than Starfish Rider. I don't really care about it at all. I know it's a Kirby reference. I just don't care. Surfer, it's a C tier. Only reason it's a C tier is because I'll put it above exotic. The only reason why I think Surfer is a C tier is because it's this NPC music that's used in every single Roblox game, and I cannot stand it. So for that reason, I gotta put it in C for now. Radiant, it's grown on me a little bit. It's got nice music, but by any means is it not better than Overture Bass, as much as I hate Overture Bass for existing. So I have to put it at the bottom of D. It's not very good. Player, I really like Player. It's cool. Just like Glock, it's slept on. I love the animation, how it's like Minecraft character almost, where the walk is like retro. And I think overall, Player is actually really nice, and especially for a low tier. So for that reason, I'll put it in B next to Soul. Lost Soul. For 1 in 9,000, this is a pretty cool aura. I'll put this one in bottom of C, but it's not the best by any means. Origin. This is a D tier. This is ass. Why is this 1 in 7 million almost? It's just, there's no reason for this to be 1 in 7 million. It should be a 1 in 1 million at most. It's like it's the Kayathu treatment. Like, there's no reason for it to be as rare as it is. All right, Nihility. I like Nihility. I think Nihility, not only does it do good in being a null aura, it's also actually making null a decent biome. And do I think it's better than B tier? No. It's better than Bounded, so I'll put it above Bounded, but I think I have to cut it off in the middle of B. Wait, we're getting close to the end here. Overseer is awful. Overseer should not exist. 1 in 45 million for that. There's like, why? Just genuinely why? Actually, it's not that bad. I'll give it a D. But genuinely, for that rarity, 1 in 45 million for swords, bro? How is it rarer than Ethereal, yet it looks worse? It makes no sense. All right, next. Atlas. Atlas is peak, bro. I gotta give it an S. Atlas looks great. It's so clean. Everything, all the debris around the aura just looks phenomenal. And that in mind, oh my god, I need to roll it eventually. It looks great. Apostolos. This is really good too, but it's not better than A tier. So I'll put it in between Impeached and Sov. It's better than Sov, but it's not. Actually, it's definitely better than Impeached. I'll put it at the top of A. Apostolos looks great. I can't even lie. It's better than Abyssal. It's better than all these. Better than Memory. Apostolos, if you got this, you lucky, bro. We just got 2 auras left. We got Matrix Overdrive. Peak. This is going in S tier instantly. Is it better than Layers? No. Is it better than Exotic? Yes. It is going straight in S tier. I'm going to put it at S tier. Oh, because they got rid of the music. The music was like 50% of why it was so good. And the music was actually so good. But it got removed because of copyright, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to put it in a little bit lower of a tier of S tier. But it looks... Matrix Overdrive. You all know I'm a Matrix fan. Matrix Overdrive is so good. All right. Last aura. Aegis. Yeah, I don't know if you got what you guys were expecting. This is not just the aura that exists for rarity. This is going in the top 3. This is going in the top 3 best. Aegis is one of the coolest auras to ever exist. Yeah, sure, Sovereign is the same size, but oh my god. One of you guys, if you guys have ever seen Aegis, turn other player auras on and listen to the music that comes with Aegis. Not only is the color scheme phenomenal, the gun model is phenomenal, the ability is phenomenal, the music is top notch. It is top quality, and for that reason, it is in the top 3 best. And that pretty much covers everything. That is literally all the auras. And just to show you, here's a quick recap of the ranking. S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier, and obviously never heard of. Just remember that this ranking was all my opinion. Do not take this seriously. This is not factual in any means. And you guys are allowed to like what you want at the end of the day. It's just my opinion. All right, chat, this video is already long as fuck. I gotta hurry up and end it. Goodbye!